Hello, everyone. My name is Risa Farber-Heath. I'm faculty at SUNY Upstate Medical University in Syracuse, New York. I'm in the Department of Emergency Medicine, and I'm also the course director for our Transition to Residency course for the fourth-year medical students, which is our capstone course. So I'm here today to talk about a simulation I did with our students using interprofessional immersive simulation to teach the delivery of bad news. I think we all recognize that delivering bad news is a difficult task, and it's particularly difficult to teach, and also it's difficult to learn. There's a lot of anxiety involved in the process. A lot of our trainees have never had experience in this sort of encounter before, and quite honestly, there's not a lot of formal training that goes on about it. So simulation works here to provide a high fidelity, but also intellectually safe environment to teach this skill, because I think that see one, do one, teach one just shouldn't apply to this type of skill. So what I did was I had 6 fourth-year medical students who volunteered for an undifferentiated medical simulation. They were very game to volunteer to take part in this, which I appreciated. They weren't graded for this. I didn't offer them any pre-preparatory material. However, they had just completed their capstone course, which provided a small group session with a role play exercise using the SPIKES protocol for delivering bad news. So in our simulation center, we gave the students each a case where they were in the emergency department and had a patient arrive in a full arrest. So they entered the simulation bays, finding a paramedic in full uniform, providing ACLS to our simulation mannequin, and a bedside nurse who was played by one of our nurse practitioner students from the university as well, who was playing the role of the bedside nurse. So they worked on the patient for about 10 minutes and were ultimately unsuccessful in reviving the patient, which was the intended outcome. And at this point, the students actually thought that the simulation was over. And at that time, we had a chaplain intern from our university enter the room to let the students know that the patient's wife was down the hall waiting for an update. So at this point, the students really had to shift their thinking and to how to deliver the news to the wife. So they went down the hall where there was an actor playing the patient's wife and delivered the news to her about her husband's unexpected death. And then after that, we had a full team debrief. Afterwards, we surveyed the students. Overwhelmingly, they felt that the simulation felt very real. They all felt better prepared to deliver bad news, though they did indicate that doing it in the real world would be the ultimate test of their skill. They really enjoyed the debriefing session with the interprofessional team members and the perspectives that they brought. Some of the limitations were the team approach at giving bad news felt awkward to them. They also described difficulty in applying the simulation to a large cohort. So physically getting 150 students from the College of Medicine through this simulation is difficult with differing schedules amongst the team members. The session is transferable. It could be done if you don't have a simulation center without the code portion. You could just provide a video stem or even a written stem. And it could also be transferred for learners across different specialties to highlight giving different types of bad news, such as a cancer diagnosis. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for checking out my poster. Have a great day.